Millie Weaver reporting for Infowars.com. I'm here with Stephen Gray, who is a child friend of Danney Williams. So what was it like knowing Danney growing up as a child together?
Well, we grew up in two different cities. My aunt actually stayed in the same neighborhood he did, and him and my older cousins were actually friends. So when they went to the park, play basketball and stuff like that, I was tagging along with them.
As a child, did you notice Danney was, often wondering and upset about, his father and his situation on Bill Clinton and whatnot?
Well, as a child growing up, I was taught not to discuss people's personal business. My family knew it, but they told us not to ever bring it up to him.
And what do you think? Do you think that Danney and yourself, do you think that Danney would have had a better shot at life if Bill Clinton was, active father role in his life?
Yes, in fact, I do think that I know for a fact that he would have had a great opportunity in life based off the statistics. Far as males who grow up without fathers, they have a higher chance of being in prison. They have a higher chance of committing crime, and they have a higher chance of not going to school, dropping out of high school, and that's exactly what happened to him. That's why he, as a part of the statistics, that's why he ended up dropping out of high school, because he didn't have his father in his life. And me being an educated black man myself, I didn't have my father in my life 100% of the time, but just to know that struggle and know what he went through, I kind of went through the same thing myself, but at the same time, I had a stable home and he didn't. So they played a big part in me going to college, becoming educated. I actually got my master's in public administration. I'm a prospect law student, so I know exactly where he's coming from.
So do you think that Danney is a good father, in your opinion? Have you seen him with his kids?
He's an amazing father. He has 5 kids of his own, and then his cousin was in a situation recently where she lost everything she had. She lost her job, she lost her car, she lost everything she had. Then they took it upon himself to call his cousin to tell her to bring her daughter down there. He'll take care of her until she get on her feet. He has an amazing heart. He got a big heart, because I was like, Danny, you already got 5 kids at home. He was like, I know how I feel to be in that position where you're going through something, you don't have nobody to help you, especially being a child, because the burden gonna fall on the child as well. So he has a good heart, and he's an amazing father to his children.
Do you think that Danney is trying to be the father that he wished that he had from Bill Clinton?
Yes, I really, well, I ain't gonna say he's trying to be the father that.
Do you think that he's trying to be, to his kids, the father that he wished he had growing up?
Yes, I do think that he's trying to give his kids what he didn't have growing up, as far as a father that's there, a father to protect you, a father there to nurture you, a father there to help you ride your bike. He gave his kids everything he didn't have in a father, and that's why he always promised his kids that he'll never go nowhere, that he'll always be there with them no matter what the situation is.
Now, Hillary Clinton does like to preach a lot about how Black Lives Matter and how she's advocating for African American communities and children, but we haven't really seen her willingness to participate in a paternity test with her husband for Danney Williams. Do you feel like in any way that this, is partially due to, Danney's race at all? Do you think that she's singling him out from her inner family because of that?
I wouldn't necessarily say race. I'll just say that an illegitimate child, it's hard to, when you're in politics and you have an illegitimate child, they know this can be an encumbrance to your political campaign or whatever you're trying to do. I feel like she knew that him being on the outside is going to destroy everything they work for. But at the same time, she's put it in the back, but now it's coming up to bite her right in the rear end, because stuff like that you have to handle. You can't hide the existence of it, especially if you advocate for women and children. Eventually it was going to get out.
Don't you think that if Hillary Clinton actually were to embrace Danney Williams into her family and Bill Clinton to embrace his son Danney Williams into their family, don't you think that it would do them good in the public eye?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will, because a lot of people already know he looks just like him. The thing about it, when you make a mistake, you have a problem, you make a mistake or whatever, owning up to it is key. Owning up to the mistake you made. Own up to it. Let the people know that, hey, you're human. You made a mistake, but now you're doing the best you can do to correct that mistake by using plausible deniability to hide your hypocrisy. It's not going to get you anywhere.
That's right, and Danney Williams is not the mistake. The mistake is Bill Clinton not being a father in Danney Williams' life. So wouldn't you say?
Correct.
people.